And hello, game boys and girls. I do apologize. It looks like the game crashed, and then I forgot to turn on the window capture back on Unity Command 2 once I got it back online. Bit embarrassing. Oh well. At the end of the day, basically we won. It was a grind. It was hell, and now we're moving on to the final scenario. Hopefully this time it doesn't poo its pants on us. But we will see. And fingers crossed this is the final scenario because, as I said on the last video, which of course you won't have seen, my troops are just battered now. My troops are battered. I can't move forward anymore. The German tanks are much better than mine, and I'm slowly being worn down. And I need to make sure that this is the last scenario. Otherwise, there is no hope for the army. No, we are more or less on the last bastion of reserves left for the troops, which is pretty bad. Anyway, so let's look at the Dnieper scenario. A flush with victory after taking Kharkov, the Soviets were about to overplay their hand. Red Army intelligence misinterpreted all German movements as purely defensive in nature, and consequently the already overstretched Soviet forces were ordered to conduct yet another offensive. This time the goal was to seal the fate of the entire German southern wing by reaching the Dnieper River, but the Germans were about to pull some nasty surprises out of Mannstein's hat. Yep, it's that bad. Basically, this is not going to be a pleasant scenario. It's going to be a painful scenario. Painful scenario that we can only hope we survive. So, with the Rasputsa fast approaching, there is not a moment to lose, Commander. Utilize the Rennes front to protect your right flank, while southwestern front races to seal off the crossing points under the Dnieper River. Meanwhile, the southern front should regroup its forces for an assault on the Mayas River. Be warned that despite what intel says, rumors abound of powerful enemy armor elements arriving in the theatre. So all we got to do is hold the northern Donetsk. But on the west we have tank hell slowly approaching us. On the east we have hellish troops coming towards us. And we have a blockade and an encircled tank division on the right flank, which we're trying to get out. This map is huge. Basically, you just got to push in the center and secure this. Once this is secure, you can think about whatever's going on over here. My main effort right now is to make sure the southwestern front is equipped with troops, and I'm just going to try and aim. Wow, it really is bad. It's really bad. How do I fix this? You don't even have supply. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Oh, that's alright. Supply over there. It's fine. Never in the history. I don't even know where to start. I'll try and push up north with these tanks, and hopefully that'll be enough to encircle the Russians in the Germans in the south. I'm not going to reach Kremachug. I'm not going to. I might be able to reach Stalino. I might be able to reach Kherson. No, I'm not reaching Kherson. Um, but yeah, I'm. My main focus will be trying to destroy those tanks in the center. If I can destroy those tanks in the center, we have a chance. If I can't, it's basically over. Wow. How did you even end up in this situation? I don't know how to help you, bro. You have basically killed yourself. Oh, my attacks are so weak. Oh my god, it's awful. I was going to hold a northern Donetsk. Worst case scenario, we pull back, hold northern nets, and try and salvage this. Okay, that worked out well. That worked out really well. And these tanks aren't too bad either. I wonder if I can cut... No. I can give it a go. Okay, this is the last scenario. Just advance with all the crappy troops. Doesn't matter. Maybe I'll scare them into retreating. Ooh, okay. I need to pull this back. Okay. That bought us some time. So many tanks. We can stop it. Is this fine? We can stop the offensive in northern event, and it's we're not going to beg in any exploitations. This is really going to be a proper mess. No, there's a free tank over here. No armor for you, bro. We're so cucked. What a hellish scenario. Wow. I literally cannot do anything to exploit these flanks. Old tanks are moving out to the north. There's no breakthrough going on here, bros. Old tanks withdraw. I might be able to do something about this. Take it on the chin, 1 for 1. And our line is cut off. It's a nightmare. Trucks may be available though, but can't use them. Because that Kharkov trucks is literally just driven up. Take a massive dump on my chest. Madness. Madness and stupidity. There is no offensive here. That's the scrabbling of a desperate army. Alright, I've got 7 turns to survive this. You are useless. I am completely embarrassed by your existence. Has the Kharkov bubble literally done that much damage to me? It has literally done that much damage. Like everything is being supplied out of Kharkov. You need to go back. You need to go back. Everyone run. Run away. Its offensive has failed. This is a complete failure of offensive. What can I do to trucks? Like, yeah, I can't use the trucks. I don't remember my tanks being this bad. I don't remember the Russian tanks being this bad at this stage of the game. I must have really like thrown them away. Entire fronts are collapsing. Literally starving troops and an entire army up north starving. Oh no. Oh no. All I can do is pull them back and hope for the best. What is even causing this starvation? Just bad supply. Alright, the tank reinforcements are being redirected. Might be able to salvage this now. Sacrifice yourself for the greater good. I think, alright, it's better than it was. Yeah, still ain't perfect, but it's better than it was. We can at least make some advances over here. And our tanks are now getting reinforcements, so it shouldn't be long before we can solidify our control. Not scoping, not scoping, not scoping. I just don't understand why so many troops are starving. The classic Panzer special. Let's go. Rogue tanks are melting my troops. I mean, I deserve this up here. I literally left these guys to starve, but you know, I was running out of options. I had more bad pressing problems, alright? They just can't stop themselves. And they're sending more and more and more. I'm tempted to move my attack elsewhere. So I am aware. I just need to divert these tanks away. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to divert their elite tanks away from the battle. This is a trap. I can't afford to move that tank because if I do, these guys are going to move through and encircle it. Take the risk. Trade. I can't allow those tanks to reinforce. I'm having to retreat the troops back up north. 5 turns. He one hit killed one of my tanks. I'm broken. My mind is broken. I fully, I bow down to the Wehrmacht. How do they lose World War II? Because they're slapping everyone. Like literally, the panzers just come up, slap you, and then just sit there. And you can't do anything about it. It's like if someone's walked up to you and just slapped you in the face and just knocked you on the floor, and then it's like stood there looking at you, and you just can't do nothing. You can't put a dent in them. In fact, it hurts you more if you try and slap them back. Oh god, this is awful. I want Stalino. We're going for it. If I lose all my troops, I lose all my troops. It's the last scenario. We're going for it. One for one. One for two. Move this tank up. Replan. And move up here. I mean, North don't look so bad no more. So we've got no way of actually... We have no tanks, so we can't do anything with it. Soviet infantry. Soviet infantry. Soviet infantry. Whatever. Give me some shagging tanks. There's anything to salvage this mess. The thing that's saving us is that we're keeping the good tanks occupied while the crap tanks just eat our crappy troops. Hello again. Did I leave a tank up there? I'm too sure. Oh no. Okay. I'm not. Okay. It's fine. We're good. I'm zen. Literally getting hit by fucking Hitler. Killing me right now. You're killing me right now. Okay. I'm gonna ask you this once. Can you deal with this? You can deal with it. But I couldn't trust him. Couldn't trust him, Rose. Even if I do get to you, what do I actually intend? How do I stop you? That achieved nothing. I got 3 turns to salvage this, it's fine. 3 turns, super tanks coming through. Doesn't mean a thing. I'm like, that's next turn. Okay. I concede this level. I am smashed. I did not prepare for this. I did not win enough in the previous ones to achieve such a stunning victory, and most of my troops have now been slapped into the ground. And this has been Mannstein's greatest hour, and I kneel before him and allow him to fucking piss on my chest, because this is hell, and I am tired of the agony that is playing as Russia with your crappy tanks and your crappy infantry repeatedly getting fisted by tanks. This maneuver, bro. This maneuver. I can't even take you. I might be able to salve. Nope, not worth it. I got 2 more turns. Let's let it ride. Everyone retreat. Run away. All Russians run. Not the victory you were thinking of, hey, Mr. Potter. Okay. The hell, a literal fucking historical fucking clusterfuck. I am done with this game. No, I love this game. I love it. I actually do, because it's one of the games where you actually can sometimes feel completely out of your depth, completely getting smashed. Because I've played this scenario before, where of course you do really well and you've got all the cards and you can actually take all these objectives and you can do extremely well and it can make it the alt history scenario that you want. Unfortunately in this playthrough, I have been absolutely boned and I could only establish the historical scenario. So after action report, it was a disaster. This was literally Mannstein teabagging me throughout the entirety of this battle. My tanks were too weak to deal with their tanks. I had no air, I had no cards to use, I had any real value. My tanks were mostly under strength, and my advances couldn't occur, basically, so I couldn't push through in time. Didn't have the really forces to take any of the hard points like the cities, meaning that I couldn't really cut off that supply and then advance. So you can see I got to Stalino, but Stalino is a supply hub in and of itself, so even by surrounding it, I couldn't actually stop supply going onto that front. I couldn't push anywhere. It was awful, but the good thing about this campaign, or this DLC, is that it's a culmination. Like you see, it's that persistent campaign. You slowly build it up, and then you get to the final scenario. And if you're really good at this DLC, then you'd smash this scenario, and you wouldn't have any issues. However, if you were really crap at this DLC, you would get boned at the end, or you would really get boned at the Stalingrad or taking Stalingrad. Still, painful, very painful. I'm glad it's over. Hopefully it is the last scenario. I'm going to click and take a look. So, winter is an Dnieper scenario. As winter turned to spring, the infamous Rasputsa slowly but surely put an end to maneuver warfare on the Eastern Front. Oceans of the particularly sticky mud formed from the black soils of Ukraine reminded both sides of the age-old truth, just a sheer stupidity to attempt large-scale operational warfare in Ukraine during spring. And that is the end of that campaign. You see I got the bronze medal. If you did really well in this campaign, the map would change and you would have Crimea and you would have all of this and it would be fun. I, however, did really badly, but I still did it and it's done and it's gone and I'm a happy camper. Really good DLC, really enjoyed it. I'll have to play the next one, which is the Kursk DLC, which both has the German alt history and the Russian campaign, which I'm looking forward to playing as well. This was good. It was painful towards the end. You really do feel your forces getting weaker and weaker. And plus the Russians are just crap against the German tanks. You've just got to hope that German tanks wear themselves down enough for you to knock them out. And if you can't knock them out, then you've got to go around them and hope for the best. Really good fun. Really liked it. But that's the end of my playthrough. So all my gamer boys out there, here's your first playthrough, your playlist. Next one will be Mechabellum, and then I want to play the Ultimate General Early Access for the English-American War of Independence. Anyway, I'll speak to you all soon, and adieu.